You guys are going to love it. My name is Paul Barron. Welcome back into Tech Path. Let's get started. I do want to thank our sponsor, and that is Coinbase. Coinbase is a great place to get started on your crypto journey. If you're brand new to crypto, whether you're an individual or a business, you can get started on Coinbase. Very easy. Future of Money is here. Use our link and just visit Coinbase.com. You can start your own crypto journey and get going. $200, by the way. So use the link. All right, let's go over to a couple of points I want to hit on. And these are going to be just kind of set the groundwork on this. I don't own any of these tokens. And the question is whether or not I should own them. I'm interested in all of them. And I want your opinion on what you guys think. Do you think I should go into some of these projects? And if you think so, give me a reason down in the comments below and let me know. Let's start off here with HBAR. And of course, that being Hedera. I've been a big fan of Hedera for a long time. We've had them on the show many times. The Hedera hash graph is a very unique technology. And if you look at just the amount of governance council members, this is their governance council, a lot of major companies are in this. And you would look at this and think, this is going to be something huge. The only challenge I have right now with Hedera is that we haven't necessarily seen anything come of these programs. Now, when we do, this could be a big one. The other advantage with Hedera, if you look at their nodes, this is their global node for the councils themselves. A lot of US-based companies right there, Hedera Hashgraph, a US-based crypto project, could also benefit from the Trump presidency, especially if he leans in on American cryptos, which he's talked about before. There's a handful of projects that could fall into that. So that could be a benefit going forward for HBAR. So let me know. Do you think I should own it? I have owned this token before, have sold it. I'm looking at this one again as a potential for this bull run. Let's go over to a couple other things. I want to hit on this next one, which is Aethir Games. This was getting more of an AI play, but also cloud gaming. And cloud gaming, if you look at the gaming narrative in general and just look at some of the projects that are out there, Aethir Games could be one that could also line up within this. And there's a lot of reasons why. Many of those, of course, is trending toward what we're seeing with the Web3 games, like what you've seen with Off the Grid, now officially live. And the likelihood is we're probably going to see a lot more mobile cloud gaming. And I think this would be, again, another reason maybe Aethir Games could be a winner here. So possibility there for sure. Let me know what you guys think down below. Let's go over to the Ronin ecosystem for a second. And we've had our spats with Ronin. I shouldn't say we. It's me. I've had a love affair of Ronin, not a love affair of Ronin. I'm looking at what they're trying to do. I don't necessarily understand it all the time. I'm always asking them to explain. But we're always watching this chain. And this is one that, again, could be a possibility. So the RON token currently trading at 183. I'm on the market cap right here. So it has the potential. I mean, you look at this, it's almost 1.29 billion. And it's setting at right now around 650 million. So definitely an opportunity that could be for the Ronin chain. One thing to note on this is if you go over and look at the awards that were in the Game 3 event, let me kind of just show that real quick. Avalanche pretty much hands down, just decimated the pack because they were winning almost every single category. Ethereum did a good job holding on. Ronin was number 3, and there's some reasons why. Pixels, of course, is one. But remember, some of the games that they were winning with weren't necessarily launched on the Ronin chain, but they are there now. Now, I don't know if that's care, but the fact that Ronin is there, that's a good thing. Base also was a big winner on these games as well. We did a full video on that, by the way, just here recently. Go back and check it out. It'll give you some ideas. So if that helps you a little bit of seeing that. Now, one thing that you would have to worry about is MapleStory. MapleStory could take out Pixels. And if that does happen, then the likelihood of Ronin having some benefit of that particular game could be a downside to that token. So that's one thing that plays into this. Let's go over to another one here. I want to take a look at Moca. This, of course, if you guys don't know, is Animoca's token. And we just had Yatsu on. We just dropped a video of that. Go watch it. It was I think it was a good, insightful understanding of why Yatsu is, one of the best, I think, in the industry of understanding the emerging cycles of culture, how they attract to certain areas of innovation, especially around tech and blockchain. Mocaverse and Moca, the token, Moca Network, is kind of interesting because this has been very stable. I'll go to the all-time just to show you. When it pumped, that right there has been pretty much the position on market cap, really around 100 million. Then it pumped up to around 120, but it's stabilized really around 100 million. So not bad for a project like this one. Again, with Moca involved, I think they just continuously be or will be the go-to Web3 advantage. So if you're investing in anything that they're involved in from a Web3 standpoint, at least you've got a little bit of angle on the game. All right, let's go over to Mavia. This is Heroes of Mavia. Again, very similar to Clash of Clans, so big, huge game. Definitely an alternative to that, especially from the Web3 side of things. And if you look at some of the things that they're doing, this, of course, being a top-ranked game over on the base blockchain, that in itself, I think, is a benefit. But they are doing some other things, and of course, one is staking. So you've got some APY that you can earn within this with Mavia token staking. The other thing they have in their roadmap, which is kind of interesting, is this right here, their integration into TradingView. They're going to get that's happening in November, this month. And then you've got the marketplace and the exchange opening in late year, 28th of December. Obviously, the exchange for Ruby Swap. So that'll be interesting because it'll start to make, I think, a lot of the economics of the game itself become interesting. So again, another gaming play that could be out there. Let's go over to Readyverse for a second. Just remember, Illuvium has now been a partnership with this. So I think there is a potential for Illuvium to come out of this as maybe a benefit. One note to look at, this was from their AMA, but if you look at and we've had them on before, we actually asked them this question, is why not get into a more Pal World style comparison, from a game standpoint. And they now appear to be listening to the community. That may be a benefit for getting Illuvium off the mat. All right, let's go over to Algorand. This is something that they've started to really get into developing an alliance around custody. And they created this. Of course, some of the partners that join in, of course, is Cardano, Ripple, etc. So that's a benefit. Also, they're an American token, American crypto company. That may benefit them long run as well if there are some benefits based on some of the regulatory alignment that we get there. So watching that one, even though it has been pumping here recently. So one to keep your eye on. Let's go over to mobile and HNT, because this is the question I get a lot. Which one? Mobile and HNT. Well, surprising result, mobile holders themselves now voted to continue emitting mobile, while the HNT voters voted to stop emitting mobile treasury and instead emit it directly to the deployers. So what you have now, which is interesting, is a split of the community potentially. So it's very possible that HNT could be the play. Let me go to the chart real quick. This is mobile on the monthly chart, just showing kind of the downward trend that we've been watching for some time. Helium, though, however, has come off the bottom off of that about 160 and has really started to pump here recently. So that would probably be the play for me on a deep end side of things. Propy, this is one that I think when you look at real world assets and you think real estate, because remember, there's going to be a lot of liquidity coming out of the market in the next year, 2 years, looking for places to invest. And now you're going to have savvy investors that have access to crypto and understand blockchain. So could Propy be the winner here? I've owned this token. I sold it. Probably shouldn't have sold it, but I did. Is it a good time to maybe go in and re-enter? Other things within Propy is you've got Scaramucci, who's part of this, and he's the Skybridge guy. Very pro digital assets, even though I'm not, fan of some of his asset management style, but he's very pro digital assets. So this may be another big opportunity for Propy. All right, let's go over to chance markets. Think of this as Poly market for Avalanche, okay? Just simple. And the token is called Predict. It's available on the AVAX ecosystem. This is a very low market cap token, very high risk. One note is they're launching on December 1st, so that's just around the corner. They'll be debuting with 5 different daily markets. So we'll have price prediction markets, first binary option platform on the Avalanche C chain. How do you get to this token? Well, one way, of course, is you can jump over here to LFG. You can kind of see a little bit here in terms of the liquidity availability. It is a very high risk project, but it's one that I'm thinking about. If you take a look at DEX Screener right here on this token, liquidity around 92K, market cap 326K. If this goes to 1 million, that would be a 3x. So that'd be a nice little trade if that can be for a Black Friday trade. Might be one that you can take. Further into this, let's get into Bellum. Have you guys heard of this one before? If you haven't, check it out. It's just bellum.exchange, and you're going to be able to get access to some very interesting projects over there. But predict right there, you can kind of see, you can actually go in and stake it right now. APR as of recording time was 168%. So zooming in on that right there, predict. Let's go to Toshi. And remember that Toshi is the cat of Brian Armstrong. And it's on the base chain. This is another meme token that may end up doing some interesting things. All right, if you look at their X account, at least they've got a little bit going on from a design of building a brand and trying to create a community around it. So meme tokens, I mean, really, that's all it is community and having fun. So this may be one that could also benefit. The fact that it's on the base chain, that's another benefit as well. Here's Toshi on CoinMarketCap. Does it get up here to this high right now? That price was right around 0006. You look at the market cap on this one, right? What was that? Right at 298 million, hovering currently right around 100 million, so 97 million. So that made 2x maybe if we get a shot at that, and fully diluted. So a good one to look at if you're into meme coins. Meme coins is one of those to take a look at. Other one, another meme coin is over on the Cardano ecosystem, and that is SNEK. I've mentioned this one before. Current market cap about 300 million, fully diluted. This is another one, though it does and has taken a pretty accelerated run here in the recent weeks. If you look at the month right there, you can kind of see the acceleration here. Does this get legs under it as Cardano maybe goes? Right now, community sentiment on this is pretty bullish, so potentially an opportunity here. Last one I want to get to is a project called Dorito. If you just look at the volume on Deck Screener, I'm going to kind of zoom in on that right there. You're going to notice some of the ones that you recognize. There's Kimbo. This has been around for quite some time. Then you can see Joe on there, Kakinu, even Arena, which is their new social platform within the AVAX ecosystem. But right under Joe and Arena is this one right here, and it's called Dorito, this guy. 152K right now in volume against some of these market caps. Look at that market cap comparison. Now, again, just remember, these are high risk, but when you're looking at some of these memes, that is what a lot of people are looking for. I do like to take a very small portion of my portfolio, usually 1 to 2%, and go out and invest in a lot of these kinds of projects and memes, different projects that are brand new to startups, maybe something that's getting ready to roll out on a blockchain because I like the blockchain. That's what I'm doing right now with a lot of the Avalanche ecosystems. Everybody's asking about this. Bellum is the place where you can go to it. If you look at some of the degeneracy, just so we know, it is degenerate to get into some of these, but there's the staking available on Dorito right there. Again, absolutely high risk. Absolutely don't invest in these. If you invest in these, you will lose all your money. That's your final warning. I'll go from there. All right, hopefully these guys will give you a little bit of an angle. I think there's some good projects in here that would be worth investing in. Not all are Black Friday deals, but some of these are definitely basement dweller Black Friday, so think of it that way. And it's fun because this is something that I'm always looking for, is those great deals that maybe you get lucky on and they get, a 2, a 5, or a 10x. We'll see. If you guys are not in the Diamond Circle, get in right now. It's a great place to get additional content. And of course, follow me out there on X at Paul Barron. We'll catch you next time right here on TechPath.